भाव सागर तारन कारण है, रवि नंदन वंदन खंदन है। शरणागत किंकर वीत मने, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। हृदि कंदर तामस भाष करो है, तुमी विष्णु प्रजापति शंकर है। पर ब्रह्म परात पर वेद बने, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। मन बारन शासन अंकुश है, नर त्राण तरे हरि खुश है। गुण गान परायण देव गणे, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। ओम कुल कुंडलिनी घुम भंज कहे, हृदय ग्रंथि विदारन कारक है। मम मानस चंचल रात्रि दिने, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। ओम रिपुसूदन मंगल नायक है, सुख शांति बरा भयदायक है। त्रयताप हरे तब नाम गुने, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। अभिमान प्रभावरि मर्द कहे, गोटिहीन जने गोटिहीन जने तुमि रक्षक है। चित शंकित वंचित भक्ति दने, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। तब नाम सरास बसाद कहे, पतिता धम मानव पावक है। महिमा तब गोचर शुद्ध मने, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। जय सद्गुरु ईश्वर प्राप कहे, भाव रोग विकार विनाश कहे। मन जैन रहे तब श्री चरणे, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। ओम गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने, गुरुदेव दया कर दीन जने। Om. Well, welcome again to Mandir. Yesterday we came and the snow was falling. Today the sun is bright. A different day, a new day. And let us pay adorations to Surya Narayan for welcoming us, and we welcome him also, because we recognize without him, Surya Narayan, we cannot exist. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. The sun is also Guru, and he teaches us a lot of things, how to give. He's giving his light, he's giving his energy, his warmth. The trees would use his light to create food. The green leaves would absorb that light and create food. And from the trees we'll get our food. And all the animals, that's the base. And from the water also, let's pay adoration to the water. From the water, the ducks are here, and everything is in the water there, the lower plants, the lower of the food chain, and it feeds the higher chain and all like that. So Mother Earth is here, and we pay adorations to Mother Earth, and we pay adorations to the air that we breathe, because the air is sustaining us, is keeping us alive. And if we look yonder, we'll go beyond the Earth atmosphere, and we'll go into space. And space, that element that is so subtle, that is so vast, we cannot describe it. But yet it sustains all the creation, all the manifestation of consciousness, God without a name and a form. So we have expanded ourselves to such a state this morning that we like gods and goddesses. This is how we have to look. It is when we confine ourselves within our little minds, that is when we suffer. And then we try to see what we think, and we speak and we do things from a lower level. And this is what is causing our suffering. So if we go to that, expand ourselves and see the whole of the universe, and then to think that we are the ones, the gods and the goddesses, we can lift ourselves up to that state. And this is the purpose, this is my intention, that when I bring you this message every morning, let's do adorations to Guru, because Guru, when this God without name and form, consciousness takes a form, we call him Guru. And that Guru, we can say Swami Parameshananda ji, he's the same as Lord Shiva, and they're all Krishna Bhagwan, Sri Ram, Mother Durga, the Christ, the Buddha, and whichever deity that you know is a manifestation of consciousness, pure. And they have cleared the path for us to for us to rediscover that we are just like them. Yesterday morning I was speaking about in the snow that how yesterday was a very significant day in American history, and rightfully so, that we've seen the vice president, who is a female, first time, I will say half Indian from South India and half African, and her husband is a white American. So we have the combination of everything in her, and she was very much received, and there were no incidents. The preparations were made, and we prayed yesterday morning, and everybody would have prayed with precautions by the government to ensure a safe and transfer of government. And there's less tension this morning, as we can see, because we've seen indications of what the future of America will be, at least for the next 4 years. And many are happy with it, because there's benefit for most people there, for foreigners, students who are coming here in that DACA, and also illegal aliens in the country, maybe 12 million. They may have a path to residency and citizenship, and to the benefits of the country. And those who would like to come into the country, they go through the immigration process, and there's the possibility of more people can come into this country. So it's good for the world. And then also there are new things that we're looking to preserve, the earth, Mother Earth, and the Paris Agreement that has been rejoined, and that is preserving creation. And then so many other things that we'll be looking at, how we'll get our fuel, fossil fuel, the oil, that will be something that will be looked at, and renewable energy, where we're doing solar panels, and Surya Narayan, as we just prayed to, he would have give that energy that we can sustain ourselves. So it's a very beautiful morning here, and I hope that you are happy also when you're seeing the inauguration. America is such a powerful country, and it's like the leader in what will happen in the future. And whatever has happened to bring us to this moment, we shouldn't say anything is bad, because the incarnations came, and many, like when Krishna Bhagwan came, there was the Mahabharata war. Bhagwan Sri Ram came and his three brothers, there was the Ramayana war. So good and bad, all divine and all, has to survive simultaneously. and we should not get involved. By coming to this mandir that has no walls and have no ceilings, then we expand our mind to the whole of the universe. And yet, then we start rediscovering that the life in us is where we came from. We are the gods without the name and form. It's inside of us. And let us rediscover that. And when you do that, then your purposes as a human being will be so powerful. So this morning is a great beginning for the world, for America. And we've seen changes and equality and racial discrimination, racial separation is going to be bridged. And everyone has to pull their weight, because we cannot depend on the system and don't contribute to it. Because President John F. Kennedy would have said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Ask not what is your right, Bhagavad Gita, but ask what is your duty. So if we follow these things, we shouldn't be like sucking the system out and see what best we can get. Because a lot of people like to do that, but that is what it will cause the downfall of the country. And any country or any individuals, when you do not make that human effort, you wouldn't be happy here in this lifetime, and then you would not go closer to your salvation. All religions teach us. When the Christ came and he established Christianity, that was the basis of the whole him coming. When the Siddhartha became the Buddha and he started Buddhism, that was it, to follow the middle path, to do your duty, not to have suffering, get rid of suffering, but also do your duty and serve others. Bharat SEVASHRAM Sheng motto, Swami Parameshananda would have said, service to humanity is service to God. So today we've risen to the point where we're on the social level now, where we leave no one behind. And America is teaching that lesson. And we hope that the world can follow. And most of all, let us hope there's peace in America. Is a transition from that the old system of America, where there's a separation and one is higher than the other. In our Hinduism, we have the four classes of labor, where the teachers and the religious leaders are the Brahmanas, and the protection of the country inside and outside, this is the Kshatriyas, and the business class, who is the money, and we pray that also they prosper, and also the ordinary people who do the work, all the kinds of work, that we pray that they prosper also. So when everyone is pulling their weight in every segment of this of life, then the country and the individual prosper. This is the secret, and we do it in unity, not in segregation. We don't look for the faults of others, but we correct our own ones. And by doing that, you'll see prosperity. So this morning is a very new morning, and I hope where you are, that you would have made a transformation of yourself by looking what happened yesterday. It was a beautiful ceremony, and there were no crowds there, but flags, American flags, and the high security was high, and everyone, you can't recognize them because they were wearing masks. So this way, it was a beautiful ceremony, but a different one. So with that, let us close by doing some, just chant the Maha Mantra. Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Bandhanam Mrityurmukshye Mamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Bandhanam Mrityurmukshye Mamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Bandhanam Mrityurmukshye Mamritat Mrityurmukshye Mamritat. Oh, what a beautiful scenery. Sun is coming up. Set yourself free, devotees. Don't stay within that mind that you have. Let your mind be open to everything and attached to no thing. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are already there. Let us make a new beginning as of this morning and sustain it because it's necessary. I feel so proud and privileged to be serving you in this capacity. Swami Parameshananda would have had me doing all kinds of things. Work in the United Nations, conflict resolutions all over the world, taking care of the lepers, the tribal people in tsunami and cyclone, and building schools and hospitals in different countries. And this is a guru that comes out of the Murti. This morning I always bring him in my presence. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om. Jai Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Oh, all the deities call their name. It's beautiful to be with you this morning. I feel so energized. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Hari Om.